Hear ye, Happy New Year, and gather around for the 5th annual Young Kings Wrestling Year-End Awards featuring the JDF Memorial Sovereign Soundboard. As always, you can find us on most platforms streaming your favorite podcast episodes, including Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. If you're listening on iTunes, leave us a review of the 5-star kind. Subscribe to us on YouTube at YK Wrestling. Links to all the platforms and the merchandise available at YKWrestling.com. Welcome to the Nuckapoo Buckingham Palace. As always, I am the thespian TC Fontaine, aka TCF Baby. Please say the baby. New nickname. I got a new nickname. Oh. Since I'm hosting the award show. You know what I'm saying? Call me TC Light.
Okay.
Like MC Light, TC Light.
Got you.
Okay, get it. Joined by King Reek, House of Havoc, first of his name. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Welcome. Like I said, man, 5th annual Young Kings Wrestling Awards, man. We got a bunch of awards on deck. What awards we got? You know we got that Worst Parent Award.
Yes, sir. Been waiting on you.
Yeah, I've been waiting for a minute now. Worst Parent nominees. Initial nominee for Worst Parent of the Year is no longer going to be Rey Mysterio. You know, he won it for about 3 years straight. Yeah. And you know, he stayed off the list officially back this past March. Punched his son Dominic in the face. I was there. I caught it all on camera.
Candy can 4K.
Yeah. I got an old phone, so mine not necessarily in 4K, but you get it.
You had to tell us that. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm cheap, bro. I don't listen. If I don't have to upgrade my phone, I will not do it.
I understand.
So
I'm here for you.
I have not needed to upgrade my phone in a few years now. It's about that time. It's about that time. Not yet though. But yeah, Worst Parent nominees though. Let's talk about these nominees.
Thanks.
In fact, let's just get into it. Let's just hand out the award right now. Nominees, non-kayfabe nominee, Vicky Guerrero. Yeah, she was on some bullshit, on some legitimate bullshit earlier this year.
Yeah, we ain't forget about that.
I did not. I marked her down. She was the first nominee of the year. And she's been on the list ever since I put her on the list. She's been there. And then we had a individual, and I respect this guy. He's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I met him a few years back here in Vegas. But I had to put him on this list, man. And I think he might be the winner. Former Intercontinental Champion, former European Champion, if I'm not mistaken. Former Tag Team Champion. Only thing he has not won is a World Championship in the WWE. But outside of that, man, this dude is a member of the famed Anoa'i family. He does not have a European Championship.
No.
He does not. No.
It's okay. He don't need it.
Yeah. Intercontinental Tag Team, 3-time Tag Team Champion. And he's a Hall of Famer. And now he's also Young Kings Wrestling Worst Parent of the Year. Mr. Rikishi, a.k.a. Junior Fatu. Bring that ass on stage.
Bring that ass here, boy.
You are the Worst Parent of the Year. And I'm going to tell you why. This is the only criteria. You got 2 twin sons.
That's right.
Main event at WrestleMania. You got another son. He was also involved in a main event at WrestleMania.
Damn straight.
Your sons is on TV every week putting in work. Greatness. Along with that cousin Roman Reigns. You allowed your cousin Roman Reigns to cause a rift between your twin sons and your other son, too. And we called you out for it. We said, hey, Rikishi, I'm going to need you to show up. I'm going to need you to show up one day.
Just one time.
Yeah, one time. Even if you got your ass kicked by Roman.
Right.
You showed up. You still showed up and you made an attempt. You said you got to bring your sons together and say, hey, Oos, it's not cool. You know, I'm trying to talk like Rikishi. It's not cool, Oos. You know, we family.
Right.
You know, Toko, you all together. You ain't do none of that stuff.
Nope.
So because you did none of that, Rikishi, congratulations. You played yourself. You the worst parent of the year as far as Young Kings Wrestling is concerned. Now your son's about to fight at WrestleMania probably. And you know what? At this point, I am not expecting you to show up then either.
Nope. So, matter of fact, don't show up.
Yeah, don't show up.
Because if you do, I'm gonna be upset, and then we're gonna talk about spinning the block next year. So let's just not do this.
Then we gonna give a worse parent for showing up next year. That's crazy. It's a beef line around me. So excuse me if I don't freak out. We live on air.
You know how black people is.
Black people with flying insects. We do well. He gonna have to go. It's the same bee. He been hovering around here for a couple hours now, actually. Hold on, son. Hold on. We live. I'm gonna need this nigga to go. Hey, bro, you get your ass home.
It's crazy, man.
All right, I don't see it no more. I think we got it until the show back up.
Folks.
Hell yeah.
Oh man.
Congratulations, Rikishi. Appreciate you, big dog.
Yeah, man.
Put a little ass on it.
Yeah, he was a lock for me after SummerSlam. I was pissed.
Shit, he was a lock for me after Payback. Especially because he posted a Payback poster. Made me think he was going to show up.
That's right. He did do that. Yeah.
So you a lock dog. You a lock dog. It's all love over here. No hate. However, speaking of hate, who's our player hater of the year?
Ooh.
So for a recap last year's player of the year, Mackenzie Mitchell, former NXT backstage announcer. She was on some big hating time all last year. And she was kind of on some hating time this year, but now she ended up getting released. It was much more hate going on. Much more hate going on. So I don't think she would have repeated this year.
Probably not.
But she did get a nomination. Elsewhere on the nominee list, let's talk about it. Trish Stratus. Thank you, Trish. Appreciate you coming back into my life this past year.
Amen.
Loved it. Sami Zayn. Y'all know I had to put Sami Zayn on the list.
Yeah, it was a pretty long running thing for him this year.
I'm Sami Zayn's hater of the year too, so
it's okay.
Yeah, I relish in it. I embrace it. I embrace it to the point where people hit me up like, "Hey, fam, no, nobody hates Sami Zayn more than you." Facts, big facts. But he's nominated, of course. And appropriately, because I had Sami Zayn on here, I had to nominate.
Play his fuck up.
Yeah, facts. I had to nominate the rest of the bloodline too. So
hey,
the whole bloodline, because Roman was hating for real.
Yeah, no, it was deep.
I was just gonna nominate Jimmy Uso by himself. But I was like, no, I got to get the whole rest of the bloodline because they're complicit in Jimmy Neutron. I almost call him Jimmy Neutron. I'm fucking up today.
I was going to stall you out, bro.
Hey, that beat got me tweaked. That beat got me shook out here. I can't concentrate. Jimmy Uso.
Yeah.
Jimmy Uso's whole haterism is because of the bloodline. So I got to nominate the whole bloodline on here. They all together. So, yeah, big facts. Chavo Guerrero. He was hating earlier on Rey Mysterio this year.
Oh yeah,
he was hating on the LWO.
Try to call it kayfabe, like nah, nigga.
You ain't working nothing. When the last time Chavo Guerrero had a match for real?
Shit.
Like, you're not a worker no more, bro.
Yeah, you don't do that. Might be a great producer, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's a credible producer, credible wrestler, consultant, coordinator.
Yeah, that.
He's great at that. Mm-hmm. I still gotta go see the Iron Claw too.
Yeah, it do look good.
I don't think it's out yet, but I'm definitely gonna go see it. Yeah. It is out at this point when y'all hearing this episode. It's out.
Yeah.
Players fuck up. We keeping kayfabe. Let's keep kayfabe. If I'm nominating Chavo Guerrero for hating on the LWO, I gotta nominate Santos Escobar for hating on the LWO too.
Oh yeah, man.
That was some real hater stuff he did.
Hate to do it, but it's true.
Yeah. Lexis King nominated. Kevin Nash, he was hating on LA Knight. And then he pulled a Chavo Guerrero too to try to say he was working.
Yeah, like, come on, man.
He just wasn't familiar with his game, that's all.
Just say that. You know what I'm saying?
Which is fair. Like, you don't gotta lie to me. I know your game, Kev. I'm familiar with your game.
Anybody who knows.
And Christian Cage, man. Christian Cage been a hater for the last couple years, actually. How long he been doing this whole thing he been doing?
Oh my goodness.
He claiming he out here like Darth Vader. He said, I'm your father.
Well, he's saying, I'm your father. Fuck your father. Your father's dead. Like,
all that. That's supreme hate.
It's I'm your father. How's your father? Your father's dead. How's your father? Like,
that's real hate right there.
Oh man.
So Christian Cage, bring that ass here. We gonna
ass here, boy.
you the player hater of the year this year, Chris.
Yeah.
Jay.
Man.
Whatever you want to be called.
Jay Rizzo.
you a big hater.
Damn.
You even hating on your homeboy too.
And he got kids too. I wonder what they be saying when he get home.
Ooh.
Like,
you think he even acknowledged his kids at home?
I don't know.
He said, I ain't getting no money with y'all.
Wasn't his daughter on the episode of Impact one day?
Maybe, I don't remember. That'd been way back in the day.
I feel like it happened.
When he leave Impact, what, 2008?
I think so. Yeah. He had his daughter was on Collision. It was back in August, and he had security called on Impact. Collision.
Oh.
It was back in August, and he had security called on his daughter.
Yeah, I stopped watching Collision by August.
Oh man,
that's crazy. Oh yeah, see, I didn't even know that happened. He definitely locked it up.
He should have been worst parent. He should have been worst parent.
Honestly,
damn.
Honestly, Christian Cage, that's some hater stuff right there. You called the security on your daughter?
Yeah, that's crazy.
How old is his daughter?
Cold-blooded. She can't be but like 8-9 years old.
That's
like
even worse.
So she's a little kid. Like
I would have understood if it was like a Rey Mysterio situation. Like
nah.
Police on his 25-year-old son.
No. This is a little girl. Like he said, security, get her up out of here.
This dude called security on the 8-year-old, bro. Yeah, take this and shine it up real nice next to all your other trophies. Because you've earned it.
Thanks.
You've earned it. Now, this is my favorite award to hand out, man. This is apparently a couple other people's favorite awards. That Player Hater of the Year, I found out, is Vince's favorite award. So I hope he enjoyed that one.
Okay.
But this is my personal favorite, man. The Kevin Nash Trophy.
Hey.
The Mr. Keep a Check Award. And I had to make the Mr. Keep a Check Award gender neutral because I had some women on my short list throughout the year too that didn't make the final nomination cut. Only one woman made the final nomination cut. and she got nominated with her husband. That's Jeff and Karen Jarrett.
Mm.
Yeah, because they keep a check for real. They both showed up in AEW.
Yeah, man.
Like Jeff was already there like last year. He was nominated last year. Jeff been nominated for the last 20 years, if we could put a retro on it.
Oh, yeah, listen. It goes on forever.
25 years, honestly, from the point where he stood up Vince with the check.
Mm-hmm.
He been keeping them ever since. But now you bring wifey into the mix and she getting paid and she on TV. So
yeah,
enjoy the nomination. We're gonna see who's gonna win it. I found out this year that Jake the Snake Roberts will still sign the WWE while being signed to AEW as well.
Yep.
Yeah, he got a Legends deal with the E. And he I don't know what the hell he's still doing with AEW, but he's still signed apparently.
As I say, ain't nothing we really caring about like that, because
I think he's still getting checks out here in Vegas too, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, he did the whole thing with Archer, and it was like, okay, that's cool, you being like a manager and stuff like that or whatever. But ever since that stopped, it's like, okay, what am I caring about here?
Right. So we're gonna see, man. Kevin Nash, of course, you got to nominate Kevin Nash for the Kevin Nash trophy.
Oh, always. It's
his trophy.
Like,
he
finds a way.
It's literally his trophy.
He's been finding a way since the 90s.
Yeah, literally. Gallows and Anderson, man, because they still around getting paid, and they ain't been on TV in ever.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the last time that both of them were on TV together.
Yeah, they make sure they get paid on time.
Honestly, when's the last time they had a match? Let's go check that out.
Yeah, that's heavily Googleable because
it is.
I'm sure
that shit, that nigga might be.
Oh,
that shit crazy. Get away.
Hey, yo.
That nigga right by me.
Man.
Oh, Lord.
They hate to see us win.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. Gallows and Anderson. Last time they wrestled on TV, August 18th. August 18th.
Wow.
2023.
That was summertime, dog.
Yeah, man. They have worked in December though. So
all right.
Just house shows. But TV, August.
Shit is crazy.
Check getters for real. They both nominated. Rob Van Dam, he nominated for show because RVD said he would never show up in AEW. But AEW cut that check.
Uh-huh.
Ooh-wee, look what that money make a motherfucker do.
I'm about to say, he wasn't turning that bread down. Let's be real.
Hell no. Ric Flair, I kept him on the list, even though we come to find out he not really getting paid. I don't believe it. So he on the list.
Yeah.
He getting a check from somebody.
He got, listen, there ain't no question in my mind.
Under the table, possibly.
Because we were not that far removed from this man saying, like, listen, I got to make money back because of all the money he lost from not paying taxes and shit like that, child support and alimony, all of that. Like, listen.
Yeah. Hey, man, as of December, the beginning of December, Roman Reigns wrestled 11 matches on the entire year, house shows, TV, all together. 11. Damn. That is a schedule that any top guy over the course of history would have dreamed of.
Mm-hmm.
Wrestling 11 matches and still getting paid.
Nice.
So welcome to the Keep a Check nominee, Mr. Reigns, Mr. Tribal Chief.
Nice.
Love you. We love you. And then CM Punk. CM Punk is nominated as well. And I think the committee has come to the conclusion that CM Punk need to bring his ass on stage.
Bring that ass here, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about this, man. CM Punk. He won the AEW title in May of 2022, so about 2 years ago.
Yep.
He got hurt the very next week. Like the very next week after he won the title. And he was off TV for 3 months. Came back, lost the belt to Moxley, won it back, a week later at All Out, and then Brawl Out happens. He gets into that big locker room scuffle with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. He's off TV for the next 9 months after that. So are you keeping up here?
Yeah.
Wins the title, gets hurt the next week, is off TV 3 months, comes back for about 3 weeks, is off TV for 9 months. That's including the first 6 months of the year 2023. So for the first half of the year, this man was not working, but he was getting paid. Because he was getting paid.
For sure.
He returns for the debut of AEW Collision. That's his show. It's supposed to be his baby. And he's on there for about 2 months. All In happens. Brawl In happens. And then he gets fired. So, all of 2023, this man got paid 9 months worth of checks from AEW, and he was only working 2 of those months, bro.
It's a damn shame.
It's a check getter right there. And then he starts working commentary for Cage Fury Fighting Championships, MMA promotion, getting paid from them, just to show right back up in the WWE almost immediately at the earliest opportunity. Yo,
low key, he been a check getter for a minute.
He been a check getter for a while too.
Because I mean, from the time he went to UFC, and was getting his ass cooked over there,
still getting paid.
He did the commentary for Cage Fighting.
Then
he did the backstage thing on Fox when they first popped up over there.
Then he wrote for Marvel a couple comic books too.
He was doing comics. Like, listen, that's a check getter for real.
Yo, he an OG check getter. Yo, he took Kevin Nash advice. He got a clue.
He tapped into the playbook, man.
Hey, now Kevin Nash and CM Punk are only 2 winners of the Kevin Nash trophy in history. Appropriately, I think that's appropriate right
I'm about
there.
To say like that, it makes sense.
It do.
Writes itself.
Who would have thought we would have been here, huh? 2011, I would have never thought these two would be right neck and neck. I'll be giving awards to both of these guys. I always like to tell the story whenever I talk about Kevin Nash. I like to talk about how I threw a 2-sweet at Kevin Nash in the casino and he threw one back at me.
That's what's up.
I'll never forget that. Shout out to Kevin.
Him and Pepsi Phil got some history together.
They do.
Let's also thank God that they never had that singles match back in 2011.
Oh, yes. That worked out in everybody's favor. Everybody's favorite. Now, it wouldn't be an award show without the in memoriam segment, This is the first time I did this one. I decided to do this. I'm going to go all the wrestlers that passed away. This is a bunch of people, just like when you watching the Oscars and they do the in memoriam, it's a bunch of people you never heard of because they had other positions. They weren't just actors. They were like filmmakers. They were directors, writers, behind the scenes people.
They all part of the process.
Yeah, they all part of the process. This is the same thing. It's wrestlers you might not have heard of before because they worked either internationally in Mexico or they worked, on the indies. They still is a part of the culture that is wrestling. So we're gonna pay them respects here. From CMLL, that's the Mexican promotion. Black Warrior, RIP. RIP to Bushwhacker Butch. And Lanny Poffo, that's the Macho Man Randy Savage's brother. Hey, he keep a check too. He kept a check back in WCW somehow. Charlie Norris, Osama Kitos, Japanese wrestler. We got a broadcaster, color commentator, I believe in Mexico, Ricken Sanchez. RIP to him. RIP to Beverly Shade, Mantor, Rich Landrum, another commentator. Adrian Street, British wrestling legend. RIP. RIP to Brett Sawyer, Absolute Andy. RIP to Emile Dupree, the father of Rene Dupree. Y'all know Rene Dupree? Hey, that B is back interrupting my segment. Now he on my MacBook. You got beef with me. He got beef with me. He flying right. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Hey, they stall me out, bro. I'm sorry.
Look, I like how you take the universal square up stance every time we see a B.
This dude crawling right on my MacBook, dog.
Oh man. Hey man, listen. We universally have that, like, we just get in the stands, like we getting ready to throw jabs at a motherfucker.
Facts.
Like,
He looking right at me.
that's
Let
that.
me finish this up.
Man.
RIP to Peggy Lee Leather. Draws. RIP to Draws. RIP to Iron Sheik. Jerry Jarrett. Terry Funk. RIP. RIP Jay Briscoe. And of course, RIP the legend Bray Wyatt. And I'm gonna break kayfabe and let y'all know we're recording this a couple weeks before the end of the year. Hopefully, there was no other names that needed to be added on this list.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
We only got like 2 more weeks, so
yeah,
let's
should be
not
right.
have that.
We should be all right.
Yeah,
but you never know. Hey, let's talk about a very monumental year in the industry of wrestling. There's a lot of moments that happen, a lot of major moments that happened this year, man. We had most recently, the biggest moment probably, CM Punk came back to WWE. Shout out to that. WWE, they sold. Never thought we would see that day that Vince McMahon didn't own the WWE outright.
I damn sure didn't.
It happened this year. WWE sold to Endeavor, ended up merging with the UFC into a whole new conglomerate, TKO. And y'all should buy some TKO stock because they're gonna go up. It's gonna go up.
Yeah.
It's going
Matter of fact, it's probably already too late.
Yeah. If you don't have none already, I mean, it's not. Hey, this nigga right by me again. All right. What's your beef right there?
Bruh, it's like, it's crazy.
Do I gotta change up what I put in my beard or something? Like,
I don't know, man.
Is that what it is?
Must be.
Yeah, I put a lot of natural stuff in your boy beard, so you might be attracted to it.
Oh shoot.
It is what it is.
Yeah, he's trying to come hunting.
Yeah, let's get through the episode though. We saw the return of The Rock on WWE this year, just on some random stuff. That happened on my birthday too.
For sure.
So that was a good birthday present. The bloodline imploded this year, and we saw that coming. It's about my face. It's crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Crazy. You got some beef with me, fam. I just gotta do this. So I'm gonna do this the whole rest of the. Let's hit this. See, he got beef now. Attack. I just hit him. All right.
We under attack. Under attack.
Time out. Hold on. This is how the first episode of the year go, man.
That's crazy.
I'm under attack by nature.
Man, that's cold-blooded.
It is.
We ain't had that problem all year.
Man, listen. Stall me out, bro. Let me get through this episode, bro.
Yeah, man.
Jeez.
Damn.
Where was I at? The bloodline imploded this year. We all saw that coming. It was just a matter of time. I'm surprised it held off to almost half of the year, honestly. Impact Wrestling, they turned it back into TNA. First show out here in about a week or two. Yeah, they got the tapings, they got the TV tapings, and Hard to Kill is out here too. So yeah, Kaz Okada coming out here. Will Ospreay, I think, is on the card. Kenta, Kushida signed with Impact a few weeks ago too.
Facts.
So Kushida, I thought he was signed with Impact already because he'd been on TNA Impact television for a minute. So I thought he was already signed. But now he officially signed. It's gonna be him versus Chris Sabin versus Vikingo. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna go hard. That's gonna go hard for the X Division title. Yeah, I can't wait for that one. But last but not least, all of our nominees, man, for Wrestling Moment of the Year in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Bad Bunny, San Benito comes out there in his hometown, the biggest music artist in the world. Put in work. So who gonna win this? What's the biggest moment of the year? Those just the nominees. There's so many that we left off that didn't make the cut. But one of these got to be the one of the year. Who we got?
Yeah. I don't think there could be one bigger than one we just had about a month ago.
CM Punk. CM Punk coming back to WWE.
That broke social media. That broke everything.
That was like WWE's most viewed tweet ever.
It was. Like it was that cold day in hell because the only never that we actually thought might never happen, it happened.
Right. And I got people telling me like Moxley never gonna come back. I've been said he would come back one day.
Oh yeah. The door's open for anybody at this point.
Yeah, if Punk came back, like
yeah.
And now they brought back Punk. They brought back the Ultimate Warrior and Bruno Sammartino in the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's crazy. Cause like those are the top 3 nevers.
That's all Triple H.
Mm-hmm. Literally.
So it's like now that Vince is not taking part so much in the business on the the side of it, now it's even more possible.
Mm-hmm.
Because like this probably doesn't happen with Vince.
Yeah, maybe I still maybe think it would, but I just don't think like that olive branch would have been extended out.
Yeah,
not as soon, like not so soon after he left AEW.
Yeah,
like you probably would have brought his ass in for the Rumble or something. Like I think you could have stretched it out a few more months to really just like, yeah, no, pal, we're gonna have him come back here.
Mm-hmm.
Have him as a return in the Rumble, and then he get eliminated and shit, and then it don't matter. He just off doing upper mid card type shit, basically what he was doing before. Yeah. But now like Triple H, he came back with a purpose.
Oh yeah, like we knew back, we knew exactly what he was coming back. What he was going to do.
We know what business it is now. So yeah, big facts. So I don't think you can go with anything else. Like initially, before CM Punk came back, I did have Bad Bunny.
Oh yeah, that was like that's a moment like transcending wrestling for a minute. You one of the top artists in the world, the top artist in the world, and you come out there in your home city, and they serenading you to your song as a wrestler, like in that moment, that's fire. And then they went on to put on a match that's going to be on another list that we're going to get to a little bit.
We're going to find out. But, we a black wrestling podcast. We not, black wrestling podcast. We're not black centered, but we niggas, though. Yeah. It's hip hop culture. Like almost every episode named after a rap song, rap album, something, some rap reference. Our last episode of the year did not have an obligatory Jay-Z reference on it.
Yeah,
it is what it is. It'd be like that sometimes. You can't always get a Jay-Z reference on a song, on a podcast episode. It is what it is. But we gotta have a wrestling moment of the year. We gotta have a black wrestling moment of the year too. And you remember what was that SummerSlam? And Bianca just went off on Charlotte and Asuka and just whooping their ass.
Yeah.
That was the ancestors right there.
Always, man.
Whenever Bianca swing that braid as a whip,
listen,
that's the ancestors. That's the
calling down
of all the slaves right in there.
Mm-hmm.
She hit that joint on Becky. I know Martin Luther King was up there smiling. Free at last.
Yeah, man.
Hey, but I ain't never seen this much blackness on NXT. I had No Mercy when Trick Williams came out and Booker T was just vibing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, that was a time, man. Trick them brought out the black side of everybody, and I love it.
Same. Shout out to Trick Williams. Somebody in that crew got to be a real nigga.
Mm-hmm.
It's him. Not him, but it's him.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
WrestleMania, man. Snoop Dogg hosted WrestleMania, and he had to call audible at one point because Shane McMahon got hurt, and Snoop looked down at Shane and said, "You all right, cuz?" And then continued on with the show.
And nobody pick up on it either. At least, unless you
know who did?
Exactly.
Right here. And that's why he nominated. It did, of course, my boys, you know, a lot of people, they don't have a full name yet as a unit. But to me, they got a name. They did.
The niggas.
Street Profits and Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
They linked up this year. I don't know what the verdict is with B-Fab joining, but as soon as she get on deck, it's really about to be a movie.
Hey, yeah.
But which one of these is the black wrestling moment of the year? Which would you choose as the moment where all black people got together and was just like, I understood that?
I mean, it's going to be like typical, but it had to be when Snoop was talking to what was it, Shane, and it was like, "You all right, cuz?" First of all, that's Mania. Everybody's watching Mania, but particularly since Mania was on the West Coast, it was plenty of people on the West Coast that was watching it. It was like, "Oh, he just said that on TV."
Facts. Now, if you know Snoop, you know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not the complete opposite of old buddy that was trying to get at Katie that one night.
Yeah.
Yeah, the opposite of that.
Oh man, that was time.
Yeah, but y'all, Snoop at WrestleMania last year, at WrestleMania in Dallas, and at WrestleMania in Orlando. This man was gangbanging all three of them years.
Oh no, that's for sure.
So you say true to so he was the guest host of Raw gangbanging.
Listen,
he was out here doing the Terry. He was out here posing with Terry with the Crip stuff on.
Oh, that man did the Super Bowl performance decked out in all blue bandana suit.
Hey, same building where he won this award at.
Exactly, man. Like,
salute to the Hall of Famer Snoop Dogg, man. Now, yes, I think it's only appropriate we transition over into this one. This is an achievement award, pretty much. This can only be handed out to one person. There's only one nomination that we have here. And I think this is the perfect segue to our Players Fuck Up Award.
Players fuck up.
Shane McMahon. Congratulations. Now hold on. Let me go get a age check real quick. How old is Shane McMahon?
I'm gonna say early 50.
He's 50 something.
Yeah, early to mid.
Shane McMahon is 53 years old. He turned 53. Okay. Yeah. He's turning 54 in a couple weeks.
Okay.
This man, 53 years old, trying to do a leapfrog on live television on WrestleMania.
Tripping.
Now, hold on. Let me do some more research about Mr. McMahon.
He didn't warm up.
Yeah, he ain't even stretched, though.
Like, he ain't do some calisthenics or nothing beforehand. You just out here just, I'm going to get on WrestleMania and I'm going to go crazy. Nah, fam.
All right. So
when Quad said, nah, fam.
You remember Shane had the cage match with Braun Strowman a couple years ago at Mania, right?
Oh, yeah, I remember that shit.
That was his last one-on-one match.
Mm-hmm.
Shane McMahon was a regular performer mostly through 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, yeah, he was regular. He was, getting them reps in. That match with Braun was his only match he had since then. And then he had the Rumble, did the Rumble. So 2 matches since he stopped being a regular performer. This man wanted to do a leapfrog at WrestleMania. His body said, nah, fam.
Yeah, man.
I ain't having it.
You ain't think that went through?
Sorry about your damn luck.
Yeah, he was wild for that.
Yeah, he was tripping. Shout out to Snoop, though. taking
Listen,
over, calling audible.
Best improvisation of the year for sure.
Yeah, if we was handing out an award for that, most definitely, we would have did that. Let me see. Is Snoop Dogg officially like on this shit? Yeah. Snoop Dogg officially has a record on Cage Match, the database where I look up all the matches and shit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, he had that.
Yeah, they gotta put him in there.
Big facts. He did it. He the D-O-double-G. So shout out to Shane McMahon, shout out to Snoop Dogg, getting all the awards. But now, this one right here, I want to throw out a few of my nominations because like this is the only award we nominated for, like individually.
Yeah.
This is the only one we nominated for. And Rikishi, he nominated too for this one. He almost won it. That's like he almost won Worst Parent. Tony Khan, he nominated for this award too.
He was like a close second.
Yeah, very close second. And then you niggas is also nominated for this award. The Peasant of the Year award.
I'm packing the edge, guess what?
Peasants, you peasants.
That's right. TC Fontaine and Wreak Havoc are nominated for Peasant of the Year.
It happened.
Had to nominate ourselves. Yeah.
It did happen.
Yeah, we were peasants multi times this year. Listen, we do not discriminate. We give ourselves these self-deprecating awards too.
Yeah, man.
It is what it is. But who was the biggest peasant of the year? I think it's only appropriate. Got one more time.
He want to be on the list. That's all it is.
You trying to make it for next year.
Mm-hmm.
But you remember last year I handed out Peasant of the Year. Mm-hmm. Who won Peasant of the Year last year? Hashtag you niggas. And I said, y'all get Peasant of the Week way too often for my comfort. Because it's always something. And you never know what it's going to be. Just one day you just wake up and you log on Twitter or you log on Reddit or wherever and you just see motherfuckers were wilding out for no reason, no particular reason at all.
Ridiculous.
So I said next year, I'm ordering 5 Peasant of the Weeks specifically for you niggas.
Mm-hmm.
I went over my quota. I was going over my quota before like March.
The first quarter?
Yeah, literally the first quarter. Cause y'all came out the gate swinging.
Worked overtime.
Y'all remember the first time I gave you niggas Peasant of the Week? That was when y'all had them fake Saudi Arabia leaks. They said the WWE was selling in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, man.
The fake Arab money, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was capping. And I was just like, damn, we in for a hell of a year, man.
For sure.
So when they actually sold, y'all was tripping.
Yep.
I don't even got a record of what I gave y'all this shit for. I didn't even keep track. I just know y'all got it 8 different times. So congratulations. This is the next year. Y'all got it again. Y'all Peasant of the Year again. Congratulations, you niggas. This is like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar winning the MVP award back in the 70s. This nigga won the award like 6 times. Get well soon too, Kareem.
Yeah, I heard that.
How'd that happen?
At a concert? How you bust yourself up at a concert? Like,
if I get Peasant of the Week for dislocating my shoulder watching the fight.
Oh man.
Kareem, I love you, dog. All right, I'm gonna stall you up. I'm gonna stall you up.
Oh man.
Not today. You the captain.
Oh.
But you niggas, y'all, congratulations. Y'all got, like I said, I was only supposed to give out a maximum of 5. Y'all ran it up to damn near 10.
They heard about the quota and they said, bet.
Listen, I ain't putting no quota on the next year. I'm going to just put a counter on however many times next year. And we're going to find out. Because y'all might get it next year, too.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to ban y'all from it. You remember 106 in Park when somebody was a #1 video too damn long? It was like, all right, give it up.
Somebody else got to get
We're going to retire you. Y'all might have to get retired. If y'all win it again next year, y'all getting retired. We're going to have a full retirement ceremony. We're going to hang y'all jersey up in the rafters of Young Kings Wrestling lore inside of the Nuckify Buckingham Palace. And y'all just going to be right up there.
The Royal Peasant.
Royal Peasant of the year.
Royal Peasant Hall of Fame.
Y'all going to get knighted. You know what I'm saying? We might just put y'all on the throne at that point. Because y'all contribute so much to this show. Honestly, I feel we wouldn't have half of the content that we have to put out on this show if it wasn't for y'all. So you know what? I appreciate y'all. That's how I'll come into this new year. Showing appreciation to you niggas.
Hey.
I got to. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I agree. Y'all keep us on our toes. Like y'all make sure the content is on point when y'all have a good week. Because when y'all have a good week, we have a good week.
Absolutely. I don't take it for granted, man. I don't take it for granted at all. Next up, we already handed this one out a couple weeks ago, but podcast of the year. I wonder who it's gonna be.
Who?
Young Kings Wrestling. Bring that ass here, boy.
Bring that ass here, boy.
Welcome.
Yes,
for the 5th year in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Podcast of the year.
Who does it better? Let's see.
Nobody does it better. See my vocals? Got that Nate Dogg. Hear the vocals? Okay.
Serenading. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Listen, if y'all can nominate the Wrestling Observers podcast of the year.
Oh man, you had to do it.
On their own platform. We can do the same thing. Shit. We can do the same thing.
Come on, man.
Shout out to the honorable mentions too. You know, smacking it raw, getting off.
Yes, sir.
The Sheely Showcase, Get Your Podcast, Straight Talk. Shout out to my guys, Powerbomb Jutsu.
Yes, sir.
Marks with Mics. Y'all the honorable mentions. We mess with y'all too. This is our show. Y'all can give yourselves podcast of the year on y'all show.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna give it on our show.
You know what I'm saying? We just show love to our people.
Yeah.
That's all.
We gotta show love to y'all, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let's talk about this one. This is like not necessarily rookie of the year, but breakout of the year. I think last year, I want to say we gave this to Roxanne Perez.
Yeah, I think so.
Sounds about right. But this year, we got a lot of names on here, man. LA Knight. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He might win it too. I don't know. We gotta open an envelope on this one. Dragon Lee, North American champion. Former North American champion Dominic Mysterio is on this list too, as well as another former North American champion, Trick Williams. The North American title is the stepping stone.
It is.
Yeah. Lola Vice, the breakout. I mean, she won the breakout tournament.
She did.
Why she can't be breakout of the year? Daniel Garcia. I put him on the list, man, because I feel like he the only one that survived from that Jericho appreciation shit. So I got to give you some props. Like, you the only one I've seen go viral, have some viral moments where people outside of wrestling actually paid attention to Daniel Garcia. And it's rare that happens for certain talents in AEW. So you know what? We got to recognize the real. So shout out to Daniel Garcia. And rounding out this list of breakout of the year from Las Vegas, Zoe Stark. Yeah. Shout out to Zoe Stark, man. And who we got winning this one, Reek?
Oh, man.
Please.
This was tough. This was tough. I gotta go with my man, Trick Williams, dog. Mr. Whoop that trick.
Get him. Whoop that trick. Whoop that. Let's go.
Listen, we was going into 2023 talking about Melo as a sidekick. Not Melo. Trick as a side, as a sidekick, you know what I'm saying? The second in command. Then, Melo, he lost the NXT title. And we just saw Trick just do this crazy out of nowhere ascension to the top. You know what I'm saying? Like, he started getting his own matches. He started building momentum. And I mean, like, the exclamation point was No Mercy. You know what I'm saying? He came out there for the North American title, and the crowd was going ham. You know what I'm saying? Bumping to the song. The song is fire, by the way.
It is.
Then
wins the North American title.
Yeah, won the North American title. You got Book going crazy every time he hears music playing. Now, listen.
And he won the Iron Survivor.
Exactly. We in the new year. He getting ready to challenge for the NXT Championship against Ilya Dragunov. Like
tomorrow on NXT. New Year's, was it New Year's Evil?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. And I know he's not favored to win it, but he favored in my book. You know who I'm rooting for? Everybody Black.
Yes, sir.
That's how I do. Shout out to Trick Williams, man. The sky's the limit. Even if you don't win tomorrow night, the rest of the year, you got opportunities the rest of the year. Shit, you might see him shoot up even further.
Facts.
He might shoot up to the main roster before it's all said and done.
Yeah, man.
Who's to say he can't be the world heavyweight champion by the end of 2024?
Hey, you
never know what could happen, bro. So
that's a fact, man.
You never know what could happen. Might end up being Gunther. That's I got Gunther winning the title at some point this year.
Oh, he got to.
There's no way he won't. So the Trick Williams beat Gunther. I'm with it.
Facts.
That I'm reaching, but let's get it.
Hey, that's okay. We can do that here.
Yeah, that's what we do. Hey, let's focus on this tag team of the year, man. Had a lot of tag teams. The tag team division has been rejuvenated. We got a bunch of tag teams around here. We got the Creed brothers. We got the Judgment Day. Even Kevin Owens and Sammy, they main event at WrestleMania and won.
Yep.
They won in the main event. FTR, they obviously got to be on the list at all times. Even though the last episode I went ham on them niggas, or at least one of them.
Mm-hmm.
That don't mean I ain't gonna nominate you. I'm gonna still recognize the work.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, not everybody is obligated to recognize the work if they don't want to. If they're not being entertained, then I'm gonna focus on something else.
Facts.
That could be what it is. But ABC, shout out to them, the Bullet Club, Chris Bay, Ace Austin, out here killing in TNA, and then Damage Control, man. They've been putting in the work too, so you gotta recognize them, and they stronger than ever too. Who you got winning this tag team of the year, man? Who on that list?
Ooh, oh man. So I was real close on this one too, because Kevin and Sammy was really going crazy. But man, this might start a trend, but Judgment Day came through. They've been having a good year. It's still going strong.
2-time tag champs.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I gotta give it to him.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. And next up, we got this stable or faction of the year, whoever it is. We got the Bloodline, because they still on top. Roman Reigns is still undisputed Universal World Heavyweight Champion. He coming up on 1,200 days. I think he's at 1,200 days already.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody been a champion 1,200 days since Terry. Back in the day. I think Terry. If not him, it's Bruno Sammartino.
Yeah, no, Terry's got like 14.
Yeah, Terry was 1,400.
Yeah.
So yeah, Bruno Sammartino was at like 1,238, I believe is the exact number.
Yeah, I think so.
And Roman Reigns, depending on who he faces at, what is it coming up? Royal Rumble, my favorite pay-per-view. depending on who he faces at the Royal Rumble, he's gonna pass up Bruno Sammartino the very next day.
Yep.
So even though the bloodline got a little weaker, Jey Uso left and he's doing his own thing, they still could be strong as ever. They still on top. The Judgment Day, of course, they still on top too. And not only Judgment Day, tag team of the year and two-time tag team champions. You got Dominic Mysterio, he's a two-time North American champion. You got Rhea Ripley, won the Royal Rumble this past year, won in the main event at WrestleMania, won the women's championship, and ain't nobody beat her yet. You got Damian Priest, Mr. Money in the Bank. You even got an action figure. You got a Funko Pop, live and in living color on the crew. Like, shout out to them. The Patriarchy, that's Christian Cage's group. They on there too, man. Christian TNT champion doing his Thug Thizzle. The Bullet Club, they still strong and still doing their thing. I have no idea what the Bullet Club did this past year. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so many subdivisions of the Bullet Club all over different promotions.
Yeah,
the Judgment Day themselves, low key, is a form of the Bullet Club.
Technically, yeah.
As well as the actual club, the OC, Gallows and Anderson, and all of them. The Golden Bullet Club, whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, I don't
Bullet Club Gold, Jay White.
All that extra shit is like, listen, y'all can keep that, man.
I'm just saying they like a real gang. They all over the place.
Yeah,
they all over the place. The Blackpool Combat Club. They what was it? Stadium Stampede out in Vegas. Was that in Vegas? Double or Nothing?
I think so. Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah, they kind of went ham. I watched that match. They was going crazy.
Yeah, they had fun with those.
Yeah,
those was good.
John Moxley, they call this man a wrestler of the year all the time. I don't see it personally,
bro. I will never understand that conversation, that logic, none of it.
Especially when you got Bryan Danielson in the group.
Yeah,
he been really putting in work this past year to the point where he going crazy out here about the losing eye. We out here going crazy. Damage Control. Io Sky, women's champ. And that's really about it. They ain't really did no tag team works for most of the year, but we're going to see. We're going to see about that. The Latino World Order. Shout out to them, man. They got Bad Bunny in that group. How could they not be faction of the year?
Man, yeah.
They had the U.S. title. They had they got a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
Talk about it. And then Imperium. Gunther, longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time. Who we got?
Oh, man. I said we was going to start a trend, and I think we did. You can't not get this to Judgment Day. If the Bloodline was still complete like they were going into this year, I would probably give it to them. But, man, you got Damian Priest's Money in the Bank, like he already said.
Mm-hmm.
Two-time and current, as of this moment, maybe, because I know they got a title defense. But should still be current tag team champions. You had Dom when he had the North American Championship. Rhea still the women's champion, and probably the top woman in the company right now. Like, it's just it's hard to beat all of that in the faction right now. It's just, you got to give it to them.
I agree. And it leads into our wrestlers of the year now. Like, who's a women's wrestler of the year? Like, I think we know who under that envelope.
Oh man, yeah.
Nominees: Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Athena, Becky Lynch, Io Sky, and Trinity.
Yeah.
And I don't think any of them held a candle to Rhea Ripley this year. And she under that envelope, ain't she?
Listen, we don't gotta flip it. It's here. It's right here. Like, bro, all the bias in the world, I could not use it here because, again, since Mania, Since before Mania.
Rumble.
First of all, she started the Rumble at number 1 after she got her ass cooked by Beth Phoenix earlier in the night.
True.
Started the Rumble at number 1, went all the way to number 30 and won, and just been on a tear ever since then. Beat Charlotte in what was neck and neck match of the night with the main event. Won the title. Hasn't looked like she's even vulnerable ever since. Like, she done take on challenge after challenge. Crown Jewel, she went through 5 other women. Like, listen, she's just her right now. It's her time. You got it. Yeah, it's her time. It's her world. We just living in it. Got to give it up.
For sure.
She got it.
As much as y'all on the internet, I'll be seeing y'all be talking that shit too. Lying. Stop the cap. Now let's transition into our men's wrestler of the year, man. We got 8 nominees on this one, man. Cody Rhodes. I think Cody Rhodes has been putting in work. You know, he won the Rumble, main event at WrestleMania night 2. Didn't win, but you know, goes from WrestleMania straight into a feud with Brock Lesnar, one of my favorite trilogies of recent time, honestly.
Hell yeah.
Crazy work. Shout out to Cody, man. He's doing this thing. Seth freaking Rollins, of course, world heavyweight champion, defended his championship ever since he won the tournament to get it, putting in work, made Logan Paul look like $1 million at WrestleMania.
Facts.
Come on, son. Got to keep the mans in there. Damian Priest deserves to be on this list. Damian Priest can maybe round out, you know, get this clean sweep for Judgment Day, possibly. He's been putting in crazy work. Mr. Money in the Bank, multiple time tag champion, and I think his time is next year as well. I think it's time for him to go to another level too.
Yeah, for sure.
We're gonna see. Gunther, Intercontinental Champion, longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time. Has been champion the entire year, non-stop, and it's not gonna stop. I don't think for a while now. It's gonna be a minute until he loses. You might have another few months left. Can't nobody beat him. Nice. We're gonna see them. Bryan Danielson is also on this list, man. He been putting in crazy work. Nothing to really show for it as far as like championships go. Really got a lot of injuries to show for it. You know, broke his arm versus Okada back in, what was that, March last year?
Forbidden Door.
Yeah, and you know, the face injury, it said, you know, broken orbital bone. He going crazy. He might need to slow it down, but you know, him going full speed is the reason he's on this list.
He coming to the end, so
yeah.
Probably trying to go out crazy. You know, he don't try to win championships no more. He just try to just show up and wrestle. So I can't be mad at it.
Will Ospreay, you gotta be on the list too. You know, I've never been the biggest Will Ospreay fan, but you know what? Game recognized game. Real recognized real. And the little bit I've seen of Will Ospreay this year, I've come away impressed more than previous years. I'll say that. So get him on the list. Rounding out the list of nominees, NXT champion Ilya Dragunov, former NXT UK champion as well. And then Mr. Carmelo Hayes. Him.
I already know.
Who winning wrestler of the year, man? Who under that envelope?
Oh man. This was hard.
It was.
Cause I got a real tight, close finish to this one. Because I really wanted to go with Seth Rollins on this one. I really did. You know what I'm saying? He's been the definition of work rate. But you know, I put a lot of stock in building up the mid-card championships and making it compelling TV. So for that reason, I need Mr. Gunther to come up to the stage.
Bring that ass here, boy.
Yes, sir.
The way he been putting on for the IC from WrestleMania all the way on through the rest of the year. matches with Drew Mack, Sheamus, Gable. Just put on a banger at the Miz back in Survivor Series. Like, I mean, just everybody and anybody, and they all been bangers, start to finish. I think we talked about it earlier. He got to take a next step next year himself. Got to get into the main event scene. You know what I'm saying? He done broke the record for Honky Tonk Man. He's a legend. Already. And he's still growing. Still growing.
He a legend in about 2 years in the game, too, like on the main roster.
Facts.
And you solidified yourself that fast.
Mm-hmm.
That's real stuff. That's real stuff. Shout out to Big Goon. And maybe he on this list again next year. Maybe he win it next year.
I think so. He might.
Maybe. Now, I ain't gonna tell y'all all the nominees for Match of the Year. I just gonna say this. I got a women's and men's Match of the Year. And Reed got a women's and men's Match of the Year. So we're just gonna say our own. Because it's hard to come up with with just one. So we're gonna cheat. We're gonna come up with 4. That's how we do it. My men's Match of the Year, man. You already know. One of my favorite sound bites to use on this show. You know what it is.
Big meaty man slapping meat.
Yes, sir. And so my Match of the Year, it got to go to the Big Meat Bumper on the biggest stage in Inglewood, California. Inglewood always up to no good. Big meaty men slapping meat, bumping meat. Gunther, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship is just straight up slapping meat.
Facts.
Sponsored by Arby's. Shout out to my boys. What's your men's Match of the Year?
Oh man, so I have to give this honorable mention first to Bad Bunny and Damian Priest because man, they were on the hot track to the top of the list here. So I wanted to give it to them. I wanted to give it to Roman versus Cody, man, but I gotta. This just happened, and so it's crazy. It made the latest push possible, but damn it, they took me through a gauntlet of emotions, and it topped off with me being hyped and jumping up out my seat because our breakout of the year, Trick Williams. I'm about to say Trick Mello Gang, but we good. Yeah. Trick Williams winning the men's Iron Survivor match at Deadline. That might be my favorite NXT pay-per-view of the year now because, damn, they put on. And it wasn't even just Trick. Like the whole match was crazy. Like Briggs was putting on. I see why JBL gave him the endorsement. I wasn't familiar with his game. I am now. Mm-hmm. Him and Dijak were putting on for the big boys, big meaty men slapping meat. Braun came in there like a house on fire.
Going crazy.
He had us thinking he was about to clean up and walk out of there. Like, everybody just did their part. And Tyler Bate always put on. I don't see him being on NXT much longer, though, but
don't need to be.
He was just in there just fitting in like some glue. But yeah, this did all of the emotion. Like, I had to give it to it, man. Like this was definitely the most into a match that I've been all year. So I got to give it to him.
Shout out to the men's Iron Survivor. Shout out to Trick Williams cleaning up 2 awards today, man.
Yeah.
I love it. Women's. Let's talk about the women's Match of the Year. I'm gonna go with mine, man. This one also just happened about a month ago from Chicago. The women's War Games. Ooh. Team Bianca defeating Team Damage Control, and oh man, this was incredible. I love the story going into it. This is a whole year and a quarter of just beef and animosity just built up. You know what I'm saying? They were all they were involved in Damage Control and all of them. They were involved in the War Games last year. Am I not mistaken?
Pretty much just
the same teams.
Basically, because just Charlotte wasn't in it. And I don't remember. I know Io was definitely in it because she always has her spot.
The trash can spot.
But yeah, her, then Bianca.
It's Google.
I don't remember. I remember if Bailey was in it last year.
Yeah, she was actually.
She was? Okay.
Yeah, I remember that much. It's Googleable. Let's check it out. Let's see real quick before we proceed. Women's War Games. Bianca, Alexa, Asuka, Mia Yim, and Becky Lynch versus Damage Control, Nikki Cross, and Rhea Ripley.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Oh, okay, got you.
So almost the same, but it was a lot more beef. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the animosity and the heat between everybody, and it's gotten to another level. It's gotten to a whole nother level. And this one, I think it was more emotions into it. You get the reunited, team of Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch together.
Facts.
And you got that story being told. You got the story of Bianca rallying up the troops and trying to rally up troops to be involved. And she almost had Mia Yim back on the squad, and Damage Control took her out. You had Zelina Vega, they took her ass out. You know what I'm saying? And they called up Becky Lynch, and they fucked up.
Yeah, man.
So now Becky and Charlotte. Unfortunately, we ain't gonna build on that for another year or so, but it is what it is. We can move on and do our thing. But right now, all these women deserve to be acknowledged here as having the best match of all women throughout the entire year.
For sure, man.
Who's your women's match of the year?
So I thought I had my pick solidified originally, but I changed course a little bit. So I'm gonna give the honorable mention to SummerSlam, where Bianca, Charlotte, Asuka, where they put on a damn good triple threat. You're not gonna miss with all three of these women. But they definitely took it up a notch when Bianca, when she took that fall and had us all praying to the heavens, thinking about how we could transfer ACLs because we was terrified, man. She worked the hell out of us. But then she, took that finish, thought she was gonna come away with this championship, and then we heard that music from EO.
Man.
Like that was a moment.
You already knew what was happening.
Yeah, man. And so in terms of a moment, that was amazing. So that's my honorable mention. But the match from start to finish, I gotta give it once again, Rhea Ripley, man. Charlotte, WrestleMania.
Okay.
They had a chip on the main event to show, and they showed you why they should have. And man, listen, when Charlotte get her working boots on, it's going to be a time to sit back and enjoy you some wrestling. But damn it, this Rhea Ripley is the best that she's been since she's been on the main roster. Her and Charlotte was cooking from start to finish. I think they might have had the longest match on the card, when deservedly so.
Let's see.
But yeah, regardless, like this was a match. It was worthy of the main event. They busted their ass on it, and it was a long time coming because this is a match that was supposed to happen. Well, it did happen, but it was supposed to happen in front of a crowd at WrestleMania 36 for the NXT Championship. Pandemic shut that down. They put on the best show in an empty building, the best match in an empty building. So they was gonna kick it up a notch in front of SoFi Stadium on the West Coast, in front of thousands, millions watching. This was kill it. And yeah, I got to give that to them. If we're talking match, they had to take it.
Facts. And they second longest match of night one, third longest match of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Hey, it was going crazy. 23 minutes. Cooking. Yeah, I'm about to run that back because I ain't seen it since it happened, and deserved. So shout out to Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley sneaking away in both of our matches of the year.
For sure.
Shout out to them. And 2024, let's get on up out of here for this award show. Every year we gotta say hot take for next year. What's a hot take for next year?
Ooh, man, oh man. Damn. Come back to me.
All right. All right. So my hot take for next year, man. This ain't really a hot take. It's just something I want to see happen. And I think it's an appropriate time for it to happen. Sami Zayn winning the WWE Championship.
Oh my.
At Money in the Bank. And then whoever cashes in the briefcase, they're going to cash in on them immediately after it happens. It could be Kevin Owens, appropriate. No, I'm joking. That's not my hot take. I just came up with that. Gunther. They're going to Germany for the first ever Germany PLE. And I think it's just appropriate time for Gunther to win the title there. Like, I don't think you can have him win the championship anywhere else. You can have him beat Seth, have him beat Punk, whoever, whatever direction you want to go with that. But I just think that's a no-brainer. It writes itself. I feel like it's the only reason you booked the show in Germany to begin with is so you can like officially crown him there. So like now my expectations are that. And when we get there, and if it doesn't happen, I'm gonna be a little sad, but I ain't gonna be mad. It's gonna be whatever. But I'm just saying, I would like to see that happen.
Okay, I got you. So I got a two-sided one. The first is that Sasha Banks will be walking back through the doors of World Wrestling Entertainment in the year 2024.
Sometime, at some point.
I know her New Japan deal isn't going to be going for much longer.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love it if we could make it happen in January this month. But yeah, I think before the year is out, we'll see her coming back. I mean, I said it before with Triple H in there, mending fences left and right. Every and anything is on the table. And they can spend the money. So it's not like that's going to be an issue.
Yeah.
And creative under his stewardship will be 110 times better. So all of the issues that she walked out with Trinity about will be fixed. She'll be back. The other one, this is bittersweet. It's not even. It's just bitter because we done seen the writing on the wall, but considering the way that the strike ended and everything like that, I think it's gonna be that time. We're gonna say goodbye to a soldier once and for all. 16-time world champion is gonna hang up his pumps and jorts, hang them up in the rafters once and for all. 2024. John Cena will be retiring to continue his full-time Hollywood career. We're gonna say goodbye to a legend.
I ain't looking forward to it, man.
Me either.
I'm not looking forward to it. That's my guy. I remember I saw John Cena. John Cena had a Nebraska Black Shirts jersey on at a house show back when I was like 12. Real talk.
Oh, man.
You knew how to cheap pop.
Mm-hmm.
So he been my GOAT ever since. Shout out to them and shout out to y'all. Shout out to Young Kings Wrestling. 5th annual Young Kings Wrestling Awards. This is one of my favorite shows to do, man. I love handing these out. I love keeping track on it. A couple years ago, I did an experiment where I literally wrote down every single match I watched on TV.
Mm-hmm.
I might do that again this year. I might do it again this year. I don't watch as much wrestling as I used to, so I feel I will be able to manage it a little bit better. Because by the time I got to December, my brain was just exhausted. I didn't even finish. I legit didn't mark down the last 2 weeks of matches I watched in December of 2021. Because I was just like, fuck it. I did it. I got to December. I'm good.
Right.
I might do that. That might be my experiment this year. I like to do different experiments watching wrestling and stuff. So I don't know. Or I might go watch a certain era and go watch it back. I don't know what era yet. What year. I might go watch a full year every single week. I did that a few years ago too.
Shit.
I don't know. I decide and I'll update y'all on next episode. How that work?
I bet.
Good. Hey, man, plug your socials, Rick. We're going to get up out of here. First episode of the year, man.
Yes, sir. Y'all can find me at RickHavoc24 on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, go check out the Havoc Hour where I talk sports and entertainment on all streaming platforms where you'll find Young Kings Wrestling, Spotify, X, Anchor, Google Podcasts, and the most entertainment versions are up on YouTube. Go check it out today.
Yes, sir. And I am the thespian TC Fontaine, a.k.a. TCF Baby, a.k.a. TC Light. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know that many MC Light songs to reference, man.
That's okay.
It's cool.
That's all good.
It's cool. Hey, follow me on Instagram at tc.fontaine, on Twitter at tcfontaine. Follow foy.flix. That's my photography page. And then follow Young Kings Wrestling everywhere at YK Wrestling. Hey, I don't know what life would be. I don't know. I was trying to make a Jay-Z reference real late. We just gonna skip on it. We'll get back with it next week, man. It's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool. I don't want to force them. That's the thing. When it gets to the point we forcing the Jay-Z references, usually it just come naturally in the conversation. So it's not the same when we force it. I don't know what I was thinking of. I'm gonna be better next week. It's a new year. That's my New Year's resolution, is to be better next week.
That's all.
All right.
That's all you can do.
All right. Hey, we keeping up with the Trey songs this year?
Oh.
It's tradition at this point.
We might as well.
Let's do it. Hey.
Yeah.
Said I'll be back to hold you down. I don't want to leave you,
but we got to go right now. And we're going to be back next week again with another episode of Young Kings Wrestling.
Another one.
We out of here.
Gone.